Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wreath Works by Libby. I'm Libby. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be using 2 candy cane forms to make a swag, or swag shape, I guess, wreath. We're going to be doing a patriotic theme. And so, let's get started. I'm going to turn the camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I'll show you what all I got to work with. Okay. You're going to start with 2 candy cane forms. These are the ones they have at Dollar Tree. And what you're going to do is you're going to place them over top of each other. You may have to bend them just a little bit. Then you're going to get you some zip ties. And grab a few out. It's not going to take that many. I just grabbed a handful because I'm going to need them for other stuff. And what I do is I take the first sections and I line them up. And I like to start in the middle and zip tie it. Then I go to the middle on the other end. And zip tie it. To the outside. And we'll go to the inside. You'll know when it's secure. It don't have to have a certain amount of zip ties on there. You'll know when it's not moving anywhere. Okay? Let me cut all of these little ends off. Okay, let's show y'all how I got it zip tied. I'm going to go to the other end and do the same thing. You only need about 4 zip ties in there. You could put more, you could put less. But 4 seems to hold it in place fairly well. That one, y'all, I put in the wrong spot. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm even awake good yet. I ain't been awake but about 30 minutes. But I knew since I didn't do a video yesterday, I needed to get one out early this morning for y'all. And if you haven't figured it out with the ribbon and stuff, we're going to do Patriotic. Put one more. So if I pull on it, it don't pull, it don't flap around. So that's what we have. That's what we have down there. That's what we got up there. Okay. Now, I'm going to get a minute and get all my stuff together. Okay, y'all. I got my Chanel stems, pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call it. And we're just going to go around on the inside. And I think I'm going to put these on all the brackets. Just on the brackets. Around the inside. It is Friday morning. Craziness starts on Friday afternoons around my house. Everybody doing this and doing that. We're getting there. I haven't decided if I wanted to add florals to this or not. But I almost think I did. Okay, on the outside, I'm going to go in between the brackets. Okay, y'all, and I know I'm not going to have enough blue, so I'm going to do white every other one around the outside. You can use any color pipe cleaner you wish to use. I like to have some that matches the mesh. And the mesh we're using today, I got a 21 inch and two 10 inch. They're pizza rolls. And I'm just trying to use up what I got. On the corners, y'all, I'm thinking we may have to put two. But I'm just going to do one for now just to see how it looks. I've done these before, but I can't remember. I think it is two on the bottom. So in this long section here that curves around, I'm going to put two of my pipe cleaners. Because I think we're going to need two poofs there to fill that. No, it is way too early. It won't even 8 o'clock when I come out here. My husband just left for work. Alright, just a few more to do. Alright, last one. This does seem like a lot of ties on here. Let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's 28 ties on here. So, now, I don't remember how long I cut the mesh last time. I have this 21 inch that I want to use up, and I have this red 10 inch and the rest of this blue that I used the other day on the wreath I made and shared with y'all. So I want to use those up. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try and do proofs down the middle, in the middle with this, then use the red and blue around the outside. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't think I got enough. Okay, let's do something else. Got it, y'all. Let me get my cutter here. Make that a straight edge, or straighter than what it was. Okay, a while back on one of my other videos, I used 21 inch mesh and I made like rolls out of it. I don't know if y'all remember, but they were like awareness ribbon rolls. I'm about to show y'all. Let me get this straight. Okay, and I'm going to measure these 10 inches. And I'll show y'all how I'm going to do that in just a minute after I get these cut. So I'm going to cut these and come back because this is kind of a long process. Okay, y'all, I got all the 21 inch mesh cut. I cut it at 10 inches. Let's see how many we got. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? We got 12 of those. Now I'm going to cut this blue and this red 10 inch. I'm going to cut it at 20 inches. Y'all, everything is in my way this morning. Okay. Roll that out. 20 inches. Now this is just easier for me if I do one at a time. Honestly. one of y'all, of you, made a suggestion that I change the angle of the camera to the front view so you can see everything I'm doing. Well, you may be able to see, but you don't get a view that is down on top of what I'm doing. So I'm still wanting to put the view directly overhead. I just need my husband's help with that. So I'm not climbing up down the rafters of this barn. Ain't happening. So maybe that's something we can do this weekend. I don't know. No promises, because I don't know what he has planned. Y'all, I don't know how many of these I'm cutting. I'm just cutting until the roll's done. Because these are piece of rolls, and I just don't know how many I'm going to get out of it. So I'm just going to cut it all and work from there. This is a fly by the seat of my pants type of wreath. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do, I was going to do all these in the middle, but I think I'm just going to alternate them all the way around. So what you're going to do with these is you're going to roll them up, make a roll, and then you're just going to make an awareness ribbon shape, like so. And you're going to scrunch it in the middle and add it to your zip tie. Where you have the loop on one side and the two little tails on the other side. Just like so. Okay. And with these, I like to roll these under twice on the end, scrunch it up through the middle, make sure there's two rolls at the other end, and you get the little butterfly shape, and you just add it on. And I'm just going to work all the way around. Okay, sorry for the interruption, y'all. That was my nephew. He's up early this morning. Okay, two rolls at the end. Twist it on. I'm going to show y'all one more of these rolls, and then I'm going to pause it and do the rest of it, so y'all don't have to watch all the boring stuff. See, it's just a roll. You don't want them super tight. And just crisscross it over like so. Scrunch it there in the middle, where you have a awareness ribbon shape. And I'm putting the circle part toward the inside. Okay. And then I'm just going to do red, blue, stripe, red, blue stripe, red, blue. And I'm just going to keep going around until I get it all filled in. Okay, y'all, I got the inside part done. I still have to go around and do the outside, but it looks really, really full so far. So, on the outside, I only have 17 pieces left, and it was going to take 18 to do around the outside. So, what I did is I took one of the pipe cleaners off on each corner. So, we're going to see how that works out. And this time, since I have more of the 21 inch, I'm going to do these two side by side. And then do the other ones in between. So I just made a roll, made the awareness ribbon shape. I'm just going to tuck it right in there on the side. Okay, and I'm going to do two of those. Make the roll. Make the shape. And it kind of helps if you keep that seam on the inside part of your roll. And when I put these side by side, I'm going to turn one the opposite way. I don't like that. It's not tight enough. I want to make sure it's tight. I'm not awake yet this morning. That's what's wrong with me. I don't get too much done too early. Okay. Now we'll go to, let's do a red one. Okay. Y'all, I swear this is not going to work out. I don't think this is going to work out. I'm for sure on the struggle bus this morning. Let's do a blue one. These are kind of rolled up for me already. Just kind of have to make sure it's sitting right. This way, and get my hands right. trying to get it where y'all can see. This thing's so big. That's it. Red. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna do a blue one. Y'all, this really has no rhythm or rhyme to it. It's just apparently me throwing a bunch of mess together and seeing what I come up with. Who knows, it may be wonderful, it may be a piece of crap. Okay. But we shall see. I folded the seam part of this roll on the inside. And when I put two of those 21-inch pieces side by side, I flip one to go the opposite direction. Okay, and I've got a red one here. Oh, got another red one on the floor. And that's good because I think I'm going to need it. Yep. Oh. Sorry for my grunt now. It's my back still bothering me a little bit. Okay. Put this one right here. Had a little hole right there. I'm glad I saw this. Alright, that's what we got. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright. Now, I got this sign right here. Very shiny, shimmery. I think I'm going to put it right there. Have a bow at the top and a bow at the bottom. So, let's get my sign prepped. Just going to cut this off. The sign come from Dollar Tree a couple of years ago. Get my staple gun. And I will be cutting a piece of cardboard to put under these staples. I have a feeling it's going to go through. And let me get some pipe cleaners. I'm going to put a pipe cleaner, 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. And hope it don't go through. I went through a little bit. It's not all the way through, but I'm going to fold that piece of cardboard this time. And y'all, I missed the whole darn thing. Again, I missed the whole darn thing. Try it one more time. Okay. Got it that time. Fold it over twice. Alright. Okay, we're going to put this in the middle, like so. And come down. And you don't want to pull these super tight. I mean, you want it tight, yes, but you don't want it sunk down into your mesh, if that makes sense. And one more. Let me put this over so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pull one way and one the other way. And just wrapping it around that frame. Okay. delicious. Having a day already, y'all. Okay, I got this America 2.5-inch ribbon. Got this red, white, and blue satin 2.5-inch ribbon. I've got some blue polka dot 2.5-inch ribbon. And I've got this red and white. I don't know what that's called. Rick Rack. What's that called? Rick Rack. I have that 2.5-inch ribbon. Okay. And the first bow, the top bow, let me get some more pot cleaners out. Let's go with this Rick Rack in the back. When I get new ribbon and it's folded over on the end, I like to cut that piece off because it's been folded so long you won't ever get that straight. I'm going to do 8-inch tail. And the top bow is going to be a little bit smaller, y'all. I'm going to do a 6-inch loop. And come back out with my 8-inch tail. Okay, so you have one loop, two tails. Can y'all see? Y'all can't see. Okay. One loop on one side, two tails. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with this one. Nope. Yep. This one. And I'm going to start on the opposite side with my tail. Make an 8-inch tail. Come in, twist in the middle. Make a 6-inch loop. And don't twist. And come back out with another tail. See how that's progressing? Okay. Next one. Same thing, starting on the opposite side. Tail. This loop's going to be about 5 inches. And tail. Opposite side, tail, loop about 5 inches, tail. And that's your bow. Now you could layer it on up and add more if you want to. I don't want this to be a crazy big bow at the top, so I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to zip tie underneath it, around everything. Spin it around. Add your pipe cleaner. Make it snug. Get everything how you want it. Then make it nice and tight. Now a lot of these ribbons in here are satin. So I'm not going to dovetail them. What I'm going to do is cut them at an angle so they don't fray as bad. The one that I can dovetail, I will dovetail, which is the Americana one. I'm just going to cut these at an angle. And I am going to make these a little bit shorter because I know we don't have much room up there to work with. This one here is a little bit satiny. I'm going to cut it the opposite way as the last one. Cut this one the opposite way. Fluff up my loops. Okay. And there you have your bow. Right, let's add this to the top. And again, you don't want to sink it down in there. You just want it to sit there. Alright, now we need to make a big bow to go down here on the bottom. Alright. I think I'm going to start with the red, white, and blue this time. And I'm going to do a 14-inch tail. This one's going to hang off the bottom so it can have a longer tail. And I'm going to start with a 6.5-inch loop. And that's all of that ribbon right there. So, I'm just going to trim this up to match the other side. So this probably takes us down to like a 14-inch tail. No, like a 12-inch tail. Okay. I think I'm going to do the blue next. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come down on my tail where it's almost as long but not quite. Twist in the center. Come out and do a 6-inch loop. Twist in the center. 6-inch loop, twist. I'm going to do 2 of these loops on each side. Bring my tail down and cut. making the loops a little bit smaller each time. And this one I'm just going to do the one loop. So it's two loops, no, it's one loop, two loop, one loop, and then we'll end it with two loops. This is directional ribbon, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to put a tail up top. I'm going to make my loop. Now I'm going to twist it over so the direction is right. Okay. Now I'm going to get your zip tie. I only done one loop of those, by the way. And let me use a blue one. Snug, and pull all your tails the way you want them to go. Make sure your loops are where you want them to go. Then pull it super tight. Cut the excess off. Dovetail this top little tail up here, and I'm gonna make it about the same length as them loops on that bow. Okay. And come in and cut all these. Cutting at an angle. So they're all different lengths. Can you see how they're all different lengths? And I cut this side of the ribbon tails the opposite way I cut these. And I'm actually going to cut this one a little bit shorter. And we're going to stick it right down here on the bottom, just like so. is where I want it to be before I tighten it down. Okay, yeah. And that's what we got. Now we'll go in and put some ribbon tails around the side. And I'm going to do like I always do. I'm just going to use what I got. I'm not going to count. I can get 4 out of that. Cut angles. I'm not dovetailing because this is satin ribbon. It don't like dovetails. This I can get. No, maybe I'll just do these. Let's just see what I come up with. 2, 3, 4. Y'all, I'm just thinking as I go. I ain't got no plan about this wreath. I'm just thinking as I go. I never claimed to be a professional, so. And again, cutting at an angle. Going to add 2 on each side. Put 1 here. Here. Spin it around, put 2 on this side. Spread my tails out like so. I'm going to put 1 right here. two pieces that are let's see, I want to do 18. Yeah, I think 18. Yep, 18. Now, we're going to make a loop. You're going to pinch it together. And you take the back one and twist it around. And this is what you're going to stick in there. And yes, I'm going to dovetail this. Do you guys see that? How cute that is? So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let me go ahead and dovetail these though before I get them on there. Okay. You make a loop, scrunch it together in the middle, take this back tail, twist it around, and then go and stick it in there. Just flip it up. And that's what we got, y'all. One full wreath. Let me turn the camera up so y'all can see it. That's what we got. All this started with a crazy idea in my head. Well, not even an idea. I was actually honestly panicking because I didn't have an idea for y'all today. So, but we come up with something and it's very pretty. I'm very happy with it. And it didn't take us too god-awful long. So, y'all tell me what y'all think about how I throw stuff together without thinking. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I just work it out. And all the mesh was scrap piece of rolls that I had used on other projects. So I got rid of 3 rolls of mesh. I got rid of 2, almost 3 rolls of ribbon. So yeah, that's pretty good. And this measures, I'd say probably 27, 28 inches long. And it is 18 inches wide. But it makes a real pretty swag to use them 2 candy canes together. I done one at a fall one a few years ago, and it was just gorgeous. Had pumpkins on it and everything else. It was gorgeous. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'm not going to promise you when I'm going to make another video because I don't know. So, but I got some lanterns that I want to change some bows out on, so I may do that sometime over the weekend if I can catch a break from my crazy family. But anyways, thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all next time.